So, we're back in Pleasant Valley, but not for long. By the end of this episode, barring massive distraction, we will have crossed the valley on our way to the hallowed grounds of Mystery Lake. Hey there, Legion, it's Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of The Long Dark in our Against All Odds series. We have found our way back to the prepper cache that we discovered in Pleasant Valley. And I'm going to take a moment here just to reassess what is available for me. I've got some banged up pork and beans. I'm probably going to pick up most of this stuff in here. Here's some more wood matches. I'll go ahead and grab them. Why not? Grab these tinder plugs too, because I'm kind of light on those. I may even break down these crates to see what's in here. Let's take a quick look at our meters. Yeah, we're good. So we're going to hang out here for a bit and just do a little bit of assessment. And then we're going to keep moving pretty quickly. Like I said, by the end of this episode, I would like to have made it across and maybe even into Mystery Lake if we're lucky. So we're just going to take a second to catch our breath. Got a tin of coffee here. I'll go ahead and keep that. So this is a fair amount of additional food, not going to lie. There was nothing, by the way, in those crates, which makes me sad. I will take my lantern out just in case I overlook something small. Though I doubt that I will. Just want to be sure. Yep, nothing under the bed. Good. So we have this snare here. That'll probably... Whoa, what's going on with my voice? Okay, maybe that's better. So we have that snare here, and we'll probably leave that in its place. We have this case of gunpowder. How heavy is this? Oh, it's only 1.1 pounds. Nice. Grab that water bottle. Now, I don't need more than one can opener, so I'm going to leave that. Probably grab that whetstone, herbal tea, sodas, energy drink, and these books, of course, we've read. So now would be a good time, since I have food, water, light, and reading material, to go ahead and knock out any books that I have remaining, if any. I feel like I had at least a few, or maybe I'm just thinking of the ones that I thought were reading material, and then I realized we're not. No, I have a few. So this is going to take 5 hours, and we are good. Oh, dang. Lost the last hour because I wasn't quite... That's annoying. Yeah, we have plenty of water. Thankfully, we are completely safe in here. This is a fantastic kind of stopping point, especially now that we're not going anywhere in a huge hurry. All right, we're going to finish that, and we won't have long to read the other book. We might be able to get an hour or two in, but that's it. All right, we're going to drop... Stay on target. And then the Frozen Angler needs a little bit of love, so why don't we go ahead and read that for... Let me just check my hunger meter. Yeah, fine. I don't know why I'm so paranoid about that. I think I really don't want to lose my well-fed buff. That's the main thing. Losing my well-fed buff would kind of suck. So we're going to try and avoid that at all costs. Thank you very much. All right, so that's about 2 hours. We can sleep now. I'll probably end up leaving that wood behind because I don't need to lug that much with me. I don't know why I lit that lantern. Just didn't want to stumble around in the dark. Okay, let's hop in bed and sleep for... We're getting close to the end of our calorie meter, but that's okay. Main thing is just that I top that off. Got plenty to eat in the morning. And we probably will eat as much as we can stand, because that will reduce our weight. Let's go for 9 hours sleep. At least the blizzard's happening overnight. That's a real blessing, given that we have some travel ahead of us. 20 days, 7 hours, 33 minutes. Not bad. Sun is about to rise, so we'll have the ability to get some more done soon. I suppose I can just rest for 1 more hour. I know. So if I rest for 1 more hour, when I wake... Beautiful. The sun has just risen, so we can now read. I know it doesn't look like we can read, but according to the game, it's now daytime. So let's go ahead and drink this soda first. Again, low-condition sodas don't bother me as much. I'm going to go ahead and eat this lower-condition food. Let's eat the tomato soup just for history's sake. while it's still at 46%. And then we'll eat the banged up pork and beans as well. Much better. All right, and then sort by weight. Orange soda. There's always a little voice in the back of my mind whenever I drink an orange soda in this game, and I can't recall if I've ever made this reference in Against All Odds. If you get it, you'll get it, but whenever I drink an orange soda, I just think in the back of my mind, he just pithed orange soda. I'll read the comments later and see who picked up on that. Man, I could keep going right now, but I'm not going to. All right, let's go for 3 hours of research here, which will finish off that book and allow us to drop it. Beautiful. We're going to keep that one. I could read some of it if I wanted to, but I'm not in that much of a hurry to read that book. We just need to have it with us. All right, we are now novices at ice fishing, which I suppose is nice. All right, now I don't really need the wood. There will be plenty more where I'm going. So let's drink some water, and I may just try and get moving with what I'm carrying. Let me just take a look. Do I need all of the energy drinks? Can I leave the low condition one? Let's leave the low condition one. I don't know that energy drinks are all that essential. There seems to be a fair amount of consensus that they're not that helpful. I mean, they provide a similar benefit to a stim. But, and you guys can definitely, we can talk about it in the comments, but I haven't seen any indication in anyone's gameplay or any discussions, not even in my own. We've used one, I think, once or twice on the channel. And, I mean, you get a caffeine crash after a while, right? And which causes you to get the blurred vision. But it's kind of like a minor stim. Maybe it does it completely exhaust you after you use it? I can't remember, like a stim. But I guess that would be the key differentiator. But yeah, it's really not that big of a thing. Okay, now what else can I eat? Do I just want to stumble along this encumbered, or do I feel like I want to be able to move a little bit faster? What I'll probably do is just drop half my water. How about that? Yeah, that's better. And then we can eat, let's see. Let's go ahead and eat this can of tomato soup. And also we're not going to eat the can, we'll eat the tomato soup inside, but I will put the cans down that I've harvested. That's a little bit of extra weight, probably about a pound at this point. So that'll help. Okay, drop 2 of them, so that's 0.66 pounds more. Up we go. Not sure how close the wolf is. We're about to find out. Or maybe not, because we can just go this way. So it's about midday. Fog means warm, but actually we're 1 degree below freezing right now. So Pleasant Valley is starting to rear its ugly head a little bit. Make sure I have my... Yes, I do. I do indeed. So we're a little bit encumbered, which could lead to some sprains, but as you can see, it's not slowing us down too much. One thing I would like to do in Mystery Lake is we could go hunting for a moose. We could even go hunting for a moose in Pleasant Valley. But Pleasant Valley is a cold zone. Mystery Lake will be a little bit warmer. We'll be a little bit safer there, especially in the early game. If we can get a moose sooner than later and go ahead and get that cured, we could hang out in Mystery Lake, especially if we killed the moose early. Where we're entering the zone is not necessarily near where a moose might be. There's a moose near Trapper's Homestead. I'm trying to think if there's anywhere else that one spawns. I don't think there's another moose spawn in Mystery Lake. And of course it's not always there, but if it's there, that's where it's going to be. I don't remember how thoroughly I checked this area for cattails. But yeah, if we were to get a moose... Oh, there's one right there. So I didn't check very thoroughly, did I? If we were to get a moose earlier, then, especially if we stayed well fed, which so far has not been an issue, especially given these cattails I'm about to harvest. Ooh, there's 4 of them. Holy crap. 5. That was not thorough at all. That will, the moose satchel will allow us to have our full carrying capacity from a relatively early point in the game, which I would not mind at all. Of course, it does take a while for the moose hide to cure, which is why I would like to kill the moose relatively soon, you know, after I enter Mystery Lake. But we'll see what we can pull off. All right, I'm going to kind of go this way a little bit. And we're just going to go straight through the zone. I don't... Hang on. Let me check my journal. There's a wolf pelt at Draft Archer's cabin, some guts, the wool shirt, and a flare. There's some maple saplings. Ooh. Okay. Well, Draft Archer's cabin is back up the way we went. I don't know if it's worth it to go back for that 1 wolf pelt. The 2 guts would have been nice to have. I wish I would have checked this just a little bit sooner. But it's 2 guts. We will be killing things that can give us 2 guts, and they can cure quickly, especially alongside a moose hide. However, I think I would like to grab those saplings. If they have been sitting at the farmstead and curing, that is going to be worth a detour. It's a bit of a detour. If we were to go straight through the zone right now, which I'm not necessarily beelining, it's impossible to beeline with these massive rocks, but if we were to go straight through the zone, we wouldn't go past the farmstead. But I think this is the river that goes by the back of the farmstead. I can't remember, but we'll know soon enough. I think there's a bridge up ahead, right? Yep. And then we have to go beyond that a little bit. And then on the right will be the farmstead, because I think if I have my bearings, that's the bridge between the farmstead and the barn. The pasture area, if you will. Obviously, it's not pasture at the moment because everything's covered in ice and snow. But I think if I have my bearings right, I could be completely wrong, but I'm fairly certain the barn is over there and the farmstead is up here on the right. Yes, I want to go see that cairn. You could see it pulling my focus. Like, oh, look, there's a cairn. Did you do your job? Nope. Backer 4272, what you doing? Get on it. Right, so definitely some wolves in the area, which kind of corroborates my theory, because if we are where I think we are, then there would be wolves on this side of the rock. I'm still not convinced, though. I'm pretty certain, but I haven't spent enough time in Pleasant Valley wandering the rivers like this. I know generally what I'm doing. And once I have my exact bearings, I know which way I'll go. I think I'm right. I think that's the pasture. Come on, show me like 1 bale of hay, just to confirm. Please? Alright. Can you show me the top of the silo, maybe? How about that? That's the other thing I'm looking for. Come on, just 1 bale of hay. 1 bale of hay, somewhere over there. Give me some validation, game. Show the viewers I'm not a complete noob. Because they're wondering about that. I can hear them in my mind. I don't know what I'm saying at this point, but I'm fairly certain where I think we are. We totally are. We totally are. Good. So I probably walked a little bit far at this point. But I'm going to see if I can make it up this slope. Maybe? Can you let me? Can you let me, please? Thank you. So we should see the top of the silo momentarily. Yay! There it is. And there are the wolves. Now, another thing we have to think about lugging in the general direction of Mystery Lake and eventually Bleak Inlet is car batteries. And we may just go without one. Hang on, I'm going to duck in here just to triple check myself. There we go. We may go without one for the initial trip to Mystery Lake, and then once we are making the decision to go to Bleak Inlet, we might do some kind of satellite trips, if you will, out toward the areas nearby that will have cars. All right, let's step inside, shall we? All right, do we have a... No, there's not a lost and found. So apparently there haven't been... Oh, wait. Nope, that's a pan. Perfect. All right, so we got some cured saplings here. Let's go ahead and grab these and just have them with us. We've got some firewood here too, and a hatchet. And a flare. I'll take you with me. Let's just light this room up so I can see. That's everything. So, let's edit my journal. Yeah, the flare was actually listed there. Magnifique. So with that being done, we are now going to head straight for the Mystery Lake exit, especially because it's nice and clear at the moment. How encumbered are we? Pretty encumbered, not gonna lie. Let's see if I can chow down on something just to make that a little bit better. There's really not a lot. I could drop more water. That would absolutely help. You know what? I'm not even going to worry about it for now. We're in good shape. I'm just going to keep moving. Hey, there's a deer. Let's go say hello to the deer. We're not going to shoot him. We're just going to say hey. We have no quarrel with you, sir. We have no quarrel with you, noble deer. So, the fastest way... Yeah, now you turn around. It's like, oh, there's someone coming toward me. I should probably run for my life. So the fastest way to get to Pleasant Valley, or to Mystery Lake from Pleasant Valley, excuse me, if you are newer to the zone, newer to the game, you can take a couple of different approaches. If you're comfortable going off-road, you want to go in the general direction I'm going. I know I mentioned that we won't follow a general beeline approach, the same that we would have if we had just gone straight from where we were to where we were going. So we kind of went out of our way to get here, but not as far as I thought, perhaps. So, two different approaches you could take. If you don't mind going off the beaten path, you can go the way I'm going. We're going to kind of move as if we're going up to Signal Hill, but then we're going to keep walking that way, rather than going up to the very top of Signal Hill. So we've already been up there. It was actually, as I recall, quite kind to us. We got a lot of good loot there. And we're just going to keep walking. And relatively quickly, we should find our way to the Mystery Lake transition zone. If you would prefer to have a road, if you go down that way, if you follow the road down that way, once you get closer to Thompson's Crossing, there is a snowed-over road, but still a clear path, that actually leads you closely past one of the caches. And if you follow that back into what is the northern area of the zone, eventually you'll notice you have the pond, which you'll actually see very soon because we're going straight toward it, on your right. But then you'll start to see some fallen trees and some arches that almost seem to be indicative of a pathway, because they totally are. on your... Hang on, I'm just making sure there's not a bear. You'll start to notice those on your left. And so then you just kind of bear left, follow the indicators, and you'll see a cave. And that's how you get there. And we will also be going toward that cave momentarily, but there's two different paths you could follow. So we're just going straight. We're going to encounter some sprain risk on account of going straight up this hill, but we are just going to move as rapidly as we can in that direction. One of the other reasons I would like to go to Mystery Lake is that we've already found the prepper cache here in Pleasant Valley, but there could be another prepper cache, potentially with some muckluck boots or gauntlets. Or earmuffs, for that matter. We're probably going to get a sprain. In Mystery Lake. Halfway up. We're going to get a sprain, though. It's going to happen. Just brace yourselves. The screen will pause for like 5 seconds. There it is. Seems like the wind is picking up a little bit. Now, the ironic thing about that is that it does shave a little bit of weight off. Watch us get one more sprain before we reach the top. That would be the way that the numbers, that the numbers balance out, because we got so far up that slope with high sprain risk and high encumbrance without actually getting a sprain. So, the chances of getting two in quick succession, statistically speaking, were rising as we went up that slope. Farther and farther. Yeah, now that I've been teaching stats for a few semesters, you guys might occasionally hear me make more references to likelihoods and stuff like that. I made some silly, kind of nonsensical references early on in Against All Odds, and some people that were being sticklers called me out for it, even though I was kind of acknowledging that I wasn't going for, statistical accuracy in terms of what I was saying, but I used to talk about, and I still do this from time to time. I think I've probably even done it in this series. I almost certainly did it more than once in Season 5. But, when you have a 60% start chance for a fire, one of the ways that I like to think about that is that means 3 times out of 5, your fire is going to start. But it doesn't literally mean that, because of course it's just a chance. So you can still have 5 failures in a row. But on a perfectly average day, if you failed twice, that would be your 2 failures, and then the 3rd attempt would get you a fire. Again, it's not a perfect predictor, because no day is a perfectly average day. So that's something that I've mentioned in the past during my ramblings. Okay, so we just are going straight back. Hang on, I'm going to go around this way. We didn't actually see the pond. I thought we would see the pond. It's probably because we were dodging that wolf. There's a little bit of wind keeping us from moving more rapidly, but that's okay. So you can see a bridge over there. And you can see all these trees. And you see that cave right there? And that's where we're going. Ooh, is that a branch? Yeah, it's a branch. Thought it was a dead body for a second. And that is a bear. That is a bear. That's a deer. That's a bear. So we're going to go a slightly different direction. Starting to get pretty close to our halfway mark on tiredness, so we're going to start slowing down. Ooh, one thing that'll help, though. Let's go ahead and drink some water. So 2/3 to 3/4 of a pound there. Not bad. All right, so the trees are kind of pointing the way. You can see this. We actually have to... I'm going this way because I want to avoid the bear. And he's up there, so we're mostly out of his way. And we may be able to climb up this side of it, but I think you have to go down that way, kind of where those branches are pointing. It's designed to make you go, hey, Mystery Lake, go this way. That's more or less why it's there. I think we might be able to just hop across here. Fingers crossed. I don't recall ever doing it before, but it looks like there's a path. Ooh, hang on. Hang on. Let me up. Let me up. Let me up. Beautiful. Okay. Here's a dead guy. Actual dead guy, not a branch. All right. And here's our cave. Hydro Dam and Environs cave system. So we have a little bit of exploring to do, some spelunking in the very next episode, but I will go ahead and stop this one for now. In the next one, again, we are going to move through here pretty quickly and then make our way into Mystery Lake, probably set up camp a little bit in the central area, then go looking for a moose. We may even go straight to Trapper's Homestead, although I think I might prefer the... Yeah, I think I'll prefer the camp office to start, but we will of course be beginning, this is quite handy. We'll be starting our visit at Carter Hydro Dam, so we can fully scavenge that, maybe get some good items out of Carter Hydro, and then see kind of where the game takes us from there. And I would love to encounter a moose relatively early. I just remembered another potential moose spawn location in Mystery Lake 2 that's not by trappers, so there is another one that could possibly show up, and that'll be closer to us. So we have some interesting times ahead of us. If I can get that moose hide satchel soon, then we'll be able to lug a lot of stuff around, including the car batteries we need to take to Bleak Inlet, which we won't necessarily need those right away. We won't need them for a long time if we want to go to Bleak Inlet to make ammo, but that's why we go to Bleak Inlet, so we can make ammo. So lots to do, lots to see, lots to look forward to. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day. Hey, this is Karen. At 1 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.